everybody, and welcome to this week's Trade with Precision free video newsletter. My name's Craig Cobb from Trade with Precision. And look, I'm just going to take you through and have a look at some of my favourite trends. I mean, essentially, Trade with Precision, we are trend traders. That is what we focus on pretty much exclusively. So it would make good sense for those of you out there who are either interested in how we do things, are currently trading our methods, or are kind of just looking to see, what it is that we do. One of the main ingredients for how we trade, because the way we trade and teach people is by breaking things down into individual ingredients and then bringing them together into what we say to be a recipe, or more so a trading strategy. Now, certainly the most important ingredient of all of the ingredients is trend. How to read trend, essentially. Okay, so people sometimes think, okay, this is in an uptrend, when actually it's not in an uptrend, but they don't know at which point it changes and how subtle that difference can actually be from an uptrend to downtrend. So what I want to do is not go into all the major details, okay, because we've got a webinar coming up this week that's going to cover a lot of that. What I want to do is I just want to point out some of my favorite markets to trade out there at the moment, trend wise. Now we're going to start with Euro Yen. Now, first of all, I'm going to start here with the weekly chart. All right, so have a look here at this weekly chart. If I just zoom in a little bit, we now have a higher high, higher low, pushing on to a higher high. The weekly is very much in an uptrend. That's good. Coming down now to the daily, again, we've seen it break up through this level of resistance, higher high, higher low, and pushing to a higher high once again. Now, the type of trading opportunity I'm looking for this week will either be a continuation to, if this continues to break higher and push on, or essentially a pullback into this old level of support, so old level of resistance, which may become support. Another ingredient is in that buy zone. So I really like the look of Euro Yen this week, and as a matter of fact, a lot of what I like is on the yen pairs, as it was last week too. Now, coming and having a look at sterling against the yen, a beautiful monthly trend. It's pulled back into the buy zone and it's had a nice push. It's not overextended. It looks set, or it looks like it could potentially carry on a lot further. Let me just bring this down the chart a little bit. You can see here we've had a number of strong buyer weeks. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weeks in a row we have moved higher. I'm not too concerned about looking for opportunities to the upside further from here, just simply because we haven't seen any majorly big candles. It is starting to get a little bit extended from these averages, but it hasn't pushed on too hard. In saying that, there is potential for it to pull back. It will happen at some point, and 185 would be a nice place for it to pull back to. But the fact of the matter is, monthly's in an uptrend, weekly's in an uptrend. It's not my job to pick when the trend changes in terms of saying I'm going to short this. It's my job to trade in the direction of strong trends, and this continues to be a very strong trend. Having a look here on the daily, it's just starting to hold up, and I think it does look likely for a pullback on the daily, so that's what I'm waiting for. On a daily, a shallower pullback into around these old highs would be solid. A nice pullback into those highs, and like I say, I will look on the lower time frames, but I'm just setting things up on these higher for trend at the moment. It's a nice looking trend there on sterling yen as well. Probably my favorite at the moment, as far as potential to trade in the next few hours or couple of days, is CAD yen. The monthly, again, looking nice. This trend is still in play. A higher low here, pushing on midway through that drive, hopefully up to new highs. Weekly in a lovely uptrend, beautiful trend. What I love the most, though, is looking at these time frames here. Nice level of resistance. Oh, and look at where that is. Bang on 100. A very strong level of resistance around a very strong round number. So I'm waiting patiently for an opportunity off of 100, and I'm going to go down. Happy to look at the 240. Probably the 8-hour would be the optimal time frame on lower side. Probably will be the 8-hour, to be fair, because here's our 100 mark just here, and that has us nicely in the zone. So this one could certainly pop very, very, very soon. I really like CAD yen on all those time frames, and even the lower time frames as well. Swiss yen, another one, monthly driving higher, weekly driving higher, daily also looking really nice. I'll either trade it on lower time frames as we push higher, looking for trading opportunities to the long side, or happily wait for a pullback into these moving averages and look to trade off of those on the higher time frames like the daily. Seng Yen, not when I trade that often to be fair, and I only trade it on the higher time frames like the daily because of the spread. It is a little bit of a wider spread with my broker, but I mean you can see it move away, pull back in, bullish candle, really nice move. I'm just waiting for it to pull back in, give me a nice bullish move and continue. Sorry, nice bullish candle and to continue in that bullish momentum. And finally, Aussie Swiss, just to break the yen trend, and I do like the look of Aussie Swiss here. You know, lower high, lower low, new lower high, lower low, and we just keep grinding. It's not the strongest of trends, but it is trending. It is moving lower, and it does look pretty bearish to me. Coming and checking the daily as well, which is of course important. A really nice rejection of this point through here. I know it's not exact, but it's a roundabout level. If I just zoom out just a little bit, you'll see, you know, a little bit of resistance there. Support, 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 found resistance, driving lower. It's not too overextended. Nice convergence, and it does look as though it could continue moving lower throughout the week. So there you go, guys. That is what I look for in terms of trends. Okay, they are my favorite trends, and don't get me wrong, there are plenty more trends out there that are good. These are my favorites for this week. So go and do your own analysis as always. And if you'd like to learn more about what we do and how we do it, then jump onto our live webinar this week. It's called the Top Ingredients for Successful Trading, and as I said, trend is one ingredient. So what we're going to do is bring all these ingredients together, introduce you to a whole bunch of them through a 1-hour intensive live webinar. And the first one is going to be tonight at 6 p.m. Sydney, 8 a.m. London, and 9 a.m. the same day in London. And then on Tuesday the 9th again, it's 8 p.m. London, 3 p.m. New York, 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. Auckland the following day. Now guys, if you can't register or get onto this live event, why not come down into our archived webinars? Click any of these, register your details, and you can watch these webinars on demand. And it means you can get through all the content and have all your questions ready to book a one-to-one consultation, likely with me or a member of the team, and we could certainly help you through it there. But jump on and register for Top Ingredients for Successful Trading, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Have a great trading week, guys. Bye for now.